Hi there, I'm Sadaf, and in today's video I will be talking about the 11 things that mentally strong women do. So if you are new to this channel, I create content around mental strength, confidence and productivity for millennial women. Whatever I will be sharing in this video is from my own experience, all that I have done personally, that I have applied into my own life throughout the past few years when I was going through an extremely difficult phase of my life, and all the things that have given me a lot of mental strength, and I think that they can be extremely valuable also to other women who are in situations where they need to be mentally strong, they need to keep going and be resilient. So yeah, let's get started. The number one thing is that they practice gratitude. Gratitude is all about putting your focus on something that has been positive in your life, and then it brings even more of that into your life. And I have seen the magic of gratitude when I have started applying it, even in moments when I did not find anything to be grateful for. To be honest, it was such a difficult time. Despite that, being grateful for the slightest, smallest things, may they be small or big, it can entirely shift your vision of life and bring so much more things to be grateful for into your life. The second thing that they do is that they accept responsibility for their lives. So yes, they do not blame others about what has happened to them or what has been going on in their life. Instead, they take responsibility. No matter how the past has been, they always look at life up front and they take their own decisions from that moment on. Of course, you can have difficult times in the past, but once you decide to become mentally strong, once you decide to take charge of your life, from that time on, you look at your own life as if it was 100% your own responsibility, and in every single thing, in every single area, whether that is your career, whether that is your personal life and your relationships, when you give your 100% to that, that is how you become actually entirely responsible for your own life. The third thing is that they let go of self-blame. Self-blame is extremely toxic. So if you are making mistakes, it can be very easy for you to blame yourself for having made them and not forgive yourself. And honestly, when you are growing, and that we are all the time, you are constantly learning, you are constantly improving yourself. So it is so normal not to make mistakes, not to be completely perfect all the time. That does not happen. So by letting go of self-blame, you are allowing yourself to make mistakes and to learn from them. And that is through these lessons that you keep growing and that you keep becoming another person. The number four thing is that they don't allow life events to define who they are. So many times when we make mistakes or we do something that is not what we had expected from ourselves, if something does not give the kind of results that we were expecting, we have a tendency to think that there is something wrong with us. Whereas when you are learning and growing, you have to allow yourself to make these mistakes without identifying with them, and that is something that can be very hard. It is very difficult to separate your own identity from what you have done or the outcome of what you have done, but that only by doing so you become so strong mentally that you keep learning without having to question your own identity or your own strengths and weaknesses. Number five is that they have multiple resources of emotional support. Now, emotional support is very important, of course, in times when you are going through something that is difficult. You always need emotional support, and it is a good idea to get it, but at the same time, you cannot have just one person that provides you with that kind of emotional support. It is important to have multiple resources, and that is not even in terms of people. Actually, it can be different things, different activities, different places that you get emotional support from. So here are a few ideas of the kind of resources where you can get some emotional support. You can get that through writing, you can get that through podcasts or through books. By taking a walk in the nature, that is also something where you get emotional uplift from by getting busy, by doing things that are important to you, that are close to your heart. So these are activities, but apart from activities, you can also get emotional support from groups of people and not just one person. Of course, having your best friends or having your friends who understand you is a good thing. At the same time, when you join different groups that are either they are mastermind groups or they are groups of professionals or people that are pursuing a same goal as you are, you can also share in these groups what you are facing and how you should confront the situation. The good thing about this is that a person who doesn't even know you and that person is giving you something, that it must be objective. It can bring you a lot of valuable advice. Number 6, they keep learning and growing. You know that learning is a very important part of life, and through learning you can become a different person every single day. You can become a better person every single day. Women who are mentally strong keep learning and they keep growing, and they do not allow their identities to remain the same, but they keep implementing other new habits and other new routines that help them grow as a person. The next thing is that they know how to let go, and this is very important. I would like to put an accent on this one, because letting go without feeling defeated is a very important skill, and that is something that I have seen people get attached to whatever it was related to their own situations, whether it was in their careers, whether it was in their lives. When you get attached too much to something and you just don't let it go, you just don't take a step back, you lose so much energy in that process without actually growing. And it is simply because of a question of ego. You do not want to let it go, because otherwise you would feel like you have been defeated, and that you cannot accept, of course. At the end of the day, these things come and go, but you have to be very strongly grounded with yourself so that you do not get influenced by losing any of these. But when I say they know how to let go, that also means that they do this without feeling defeated. They know that things cannot always go your way, and so there are times you just have to accept the situation the way it is and still move on happily with a good mindset, without feeling anything, without feeling less than, without feeling like you have lost something. You still have to keep moving. Things cannot go your way all the time, and this is a very big part of mental strength. Number 8, they have quality friends and they watch their circle. You can have many friends, or you can have 2-3 friends, but the most important thing is to be able to trust these people, to be able to talk to them, and to be able to share whatever you have in your heart with these people. So mentally strong women are extremely aware of the kind of friends that they have. They pay close attention to their friends and they keep watching their circle, because it does not mean that the person that you are with today, who is your friend today, is going to be the same kind of person 5 months, 5 years from now, because we all keep changing, we are all growing, and if these people are not growing in the same direction as you, in that case it is going to be difficult to talk to them in 5 years. Number 9, they don't mind changing perspective if needed. So even though they have a certain opinion, idea, perspective, but they are extremely open-minded and they do not mind changing it over time, because they know that they are learning and growing as a person, and it is extremely important to be open-minded and to be willing to allow other people's opinions to come forward as well. So being open-minded is a part of being mentally strong. Number 10, they are deeply grounded within themselves. This means that they know exactly who they are and they know what their values are, what their core beliefs are, what kind of opinions they have, and how they interact in different situations. So they know themselves very deeply, very well, and that is very important. When you are interacting with people in different environments, you have to be deeply grounded within yourself in order to be able to bring your best. And that is something that mentally strong women know very well, and they are highly aware of their own weaknesses, strengths, and what makes them as unique as they are. And lastly, the number 11 is that they don't allow themselves to be influenced by other people. So this is somehow connected with the number 10, because when they are grounded within themselves, they know exactly what they want. And even though other people give them their advice or opinions or whatever it is, it can be in a positive way, but it can also be manipulation. These women know that they are not going to allow anyone to take their lives in their hands. They are entirely in charge of themselves and they make their own decisions. Even though they like to take advice from other people, even though they like to discuss with other people, at the end of the day, they do not allow their decisions to be influenced by other people. So yeah, that is it for the 11 things that mentally strong women do. Now I hope that this is going to help you in some way, and I hope that it has brought you ideas for you yourself to develop some of these traits or to increase your own mental strength. So if you want to become a part of the community, I'm starting a newsletter in which every month you will be getting a video and a guide related to mental strength, confidence and productivity for millennial women. And along with that, you will have a worksheet on which you can work on a certain challenge that you set up for yourself, and you keep growing every single day. If you want to become a part of it, I will leave the link to my website where you can subscribe to my newsletter, and then you will have access to the entire resources library as well, in which you have guides, worksheets and many more other things related to all mental strength and confidence. So let me know. I will leave the link below, and productivity, of course. And I will see you in my next video. If you like these videos, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.